Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. This is Captain Doc Skinner on board the Starship Pariah, and this is the Doc Force. Good evening, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. It's technically my Friday, so we're going to get into some crazy stuff. I don't know where it'll lead. It's all up to you guys. Choose your own adventure kind of thing. And I'm still not used to having headphones. It's freaking me out, but I went to go look at the Wally World the other day, and most of the decent good ones, all wireless, Bluetooth, all that stuff. And it's like, no, I'm old school. I want that wire. I want to know it's working. We got a roll call tonight. We got Renee. Renee was first. Waited for a bit. Thank you so much, Renee. Paul jumped in afterwards. Hello, Paul. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I hope to have a good one. We'll see how it goes. You never know with this show. Or just with me alone. You never know. Hey, Rick Mackey, he's on board. Welcome, sir. Jeff is here. Yay! Did he come in 5 minutes? Yes, he's here for the whole show. This is going to be great. Howie? Highway Doc? Howdy? I'm going to say it's howdy because I'm from Texas. Teresa's here. One time tonight and ready for fun. On time. Yes. Hey, Doc. Okay, there we go. Phoebe's here. Hello, Phoebe. Well, we got the original docs, docettes and dockers. That's stupid. Never mind. All right. So let's see. Dave Dennis is here from Australia. Hello, Dave. How are you? Skinner, the UFO skin man. Interesting. My dad, when he was a pilot in the Air Force, his call sign was Skins. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. Lisa's here. Hello. Hey, what's going on? The Doc Force is in the house. Yes, that's just you're the crew of the Doc Force. I think I should. Money's not rolling in yet, but when it does, I want to get all the original crew patches. We've been thinking of some designs for patches, and so I want to get one for you guys, and it's going to be a freebie because you guys have been so awesome and loyal, and I appreciate you. You know how I feel about money. I don't like it, but if I can get it, I can turn around and make this thing grow. So, let's see. Renee says, "What's up, Doc?" Metaverse for sure, enslaving humanity. LOL. What's already happening in VR chat? Virtual reality already too much for us to handle right now. Bobby says. Hi, Bobby. What's going on, brother? Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Kathy Bennett says, hello. We are the Dark Force. I actually am friends. Well, I work with James Earl Jones's brother. But I've asked him, I was like, do you think he could just, when he comes over for Christmas, he could just say, something? Originally it was, this is Disclosure Con, but, he's retired. And, I don't normally ask celebrity friends or celebrity relative friends, for stuff like that. But it's James Earl Jones. Come on. I can help create logos. Cool. Yeah, a bunch of people. Paul and his wife are doing it, Dina, and the stuff that you've seen, all the astronauts, that's with the title and everything, that's them. And another day, I didn't really get much done because I went from, other than doing the show last night, I cleaned from 11 a.m. yesterday till probably like 5 o'clock this morning. So I slept half the day. So it was kind of like I'm recouping, but I can get around the ship. It's not as cluttered. Oh, I love patches. Yes. So we're thinking about it. What's up, King? Cool. The Doc Force. I love it. Yes. I'll bake us cookies. Hey, Audrey, darling. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I love it when you guys are in the chat. I'll put the patch on my jacket. Yeah. I I got my racing suit for the Derby race, and I wish I had a patch for last year when I was the Men in Black in the green Grand Prix car. This year it's this. I wonder if I could show it to you. I mean, it's really small. I mean, let me just look, because it's interesting. And I'm gonna be racing it. So let me do this. Let me put this here. See if you guys can see that. So it's wait, go this way. No, go this way. It's wanting to move around. Anyway, it's a triangle frame. So I want to I was thinking a UFO. Then Paul came up with a suggestion about it being a like a gunner ship or a transport ship from the Pariah. And I was like, interest peaked. So we shall see how that all works. Hey, humans and cosmic cousins. Audrey's awesome. She's one of my moderators and a dear friend. Anyway, she's awesome. I'm not going to give out info on her. Hi, Lisa. Y'all, let's see. Laughing. Cool. Hey, Connie. How are you? All right. How are you? How are you? How are you? We got 17 people watching tonight's show. Let's talk about how we might lose our souls to the metaverse. Shall we? Let's begin, class. All right. I'm actually been considering, there's a course, no, it's like a day thing. The intro to motion graphic art or acting. You get to put it on the suit with all the balls and become computer animated and all that stuff. And it's a couple $100, and there's one in LA and there's one in New York. And I'm like, man, I don't get to ever really do fun stuff for me, And I thought that would be the shizness. Anyway, which kind of incorporates with what we're going to talk about tonight. So let me turn this off, so that's out of the way. The metaverse. For those that don't know what the metaverse is a virtual reality universe, basically, where people go via virtual. Oh, do I have any? No, I don't. I have a pair of Oculus goggles. I should have brought those out to show you guys. I didn't think it through. Anyway, look up Oculus. It's made by Meta, which used to be known as Facebook. And people are going in there, and you can create an avatar, a character for yourself. And it's 360 degrees everywhere you go. There's this one thing I go to. It's called the Rec Room. It's a lot of fun. It's like a recreational center. You walk in, there's a registration desk, and they've got like indoor volleyball and basketball, and outdoor. They've got outdoor paintball, which is what I go do, which is crazy because I'll be playing, and then you'll hear all these little kids, and you're like, what? And they'll tag you. And your name is above you. So they'll be like, I'm sorry, Duckman. Didn't mean to kill you. Need your weapons. It's these little kids over in the UK. It's they're just kicking your ass. But anyways, it's a lot of fun. One of my favorites is the lightsaber. You go game with the music, and you sit here and you hit all the beats and stuff without screwing up. That's why I got it. I got hooked, and then there was all kinds of stuff. Now, that is the technology that is available to the public right now. What tech companies are doing, like Meta, and we all know who owns Meta, right? So I have to say it. Okay. Well, they want people to go there, and people are buying property and homes and businesses. I mean, and land in this metaverse. And if you've seen the movie Ready Player One, that's where I fear it's going to go, is, just seeing people walking around with goggles, just standing in alleyways and stuff. But, and they're all like bummed out, but inside the VR, they're living a superhero life, or whatever life they choose. It has such appeal to it. But I did a story, or I talked about this, I think it was last night, or was the night before. It was I think it was last night. The Science Times, March 29th. Live longer for 150 years in the metaverse, but only if you're willing to permanently leave your physical body and become a living application, an app. Okay. Here we are in a generation that has the Matrix movies that are telling us something very similar to this. And it makes you wonder, what if we are truly living in the Matrix? And the Matrix, well, it's not a trilogy anymore, the fourth one, series, is kind of in a way being itself Morpheus to tell the public, yo, wake up. You're all in tanks, you know? But then I worry, okay, so, and if not, okay, cool, we're in the real world, but what if we're going into that world? What if we're going to be that first generation? They want to literally download your entire brain and your consciousness. And isn't that your soul in a sense? So my concern is, and I'm going to get to the comments here in just a second, so I apologize if I fall behind, because you guys are going off in there, and I love that. It just makes me so happy. I may not catch up with you, but it's like through media and through things that have been happening, the veil's being lifted. I mean, people are starting to see things. But my question tonight is, are we living in the Matrix? Or are we going to be living in the Matrix very, very soon? And are tech gurus like the one that owns said company going to have full rights to that full upload, that consciousness, just so that you can be whatever you want to be for, so long? How do they release your consciousness, your soul? What if you piss them off and they just hit delete? How would that make you feel? I mean, about maybe on a spiritual level, that you could have gone to another place for eternal life. Instead, for the get rich quick scheme, live in the Matrix and they hold on to your soul. It's a scary, scary thought. Let me go over to the comments real quick. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Where were we? Start here. Interest peaked. Yes, thank you very much. Did I say it wrong? You're awesome too. Thank you. Yes, you are. Connie says hello, hello. Everybody's saying hello. Sarah's here. Hi, Sarah. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Everybody's saying hello to everybody. KP Moss is here. Hello. Hi. Lisa Ann says, I mean, literally, Black Mirror made an episode on it. Crazy, the accuracy of Black Mirror. Yes, and the creator of that series was asked if he was going to do, I think, a new season a year or two ago, whenever it was the last season they did. And he was like, no, there's no reason to. We're living it. So true, so true, so true. Tessa Nicole Thomas Peterson's here. How are you? How are you? Maybe that'll be my new thing. How are you? How are you? I'm always looking for that niche, something to get the something. You don't know Black Mirror, Rick? It's a show on Netflix, and it's a must. It's a must. Little creepy. And Miley Cyrus actually does an episode where it's just this, as a matter of fact. She dies, and she's uploaded to, I think, a doll or something, or a robot, and she just wants to be set free, and then you here we got, and I would never knock I'm not going to. I mean, I would never knock Elon Musk. So let's just get that out of the way. And if the day comes I find out he's like a Dark Lord or something, I'll be so sad. I just hope he's a good guy. I've been so disappointed with people, well-known, iconic celebrity people. Then you find out and you're like, oh. But yeah, Black Mirror, bro. Totally. Anybody hasn't seen it on Netflix, get it or watch it. Are you being serious or sarcastic? LOL. You haven't watched Black Mirror? No. Or yeah, were you being sarcastic? Oh, you set me up, bro. If you do. Lose yourself. Christina Evans is here. Welcome, welcome. Jeff says we're already living a simulation universe. So what? So would this be a simulation within a simulation? Oh, well, look, that's a really good point, Jeff, that I haven't even thought about. So you just mentioned it. Think about this. A simulation within a simulation. If we are a simulation, then all the games we play are simulations within a simulation. And those are getting more real. Now, I'm going to show you guys some stuff in a minute, but I want to get to everybody real quick and make sure I don't leave anybody out. Paul says, I heard a Ready Player 2. You're actually in the program. I heard it Ready. Is there a Player 2 or Player 1? If they're coming out of the 2, that'd be see how they top that. But I'll have to check into that. Audrey says it's definitely intriguing to want to live in the metaverse. Yes, it really is. But everybody will see it as, ooh, yes, opportunity. But what's going to happen when it gets to a point where the shit we've had to deal with here is going to bleed in over there, because we're all people still, until we actually, people upload their consciousness. Now, I talked about on a religious aspect how this will be an excellent introduction and submission for the Mr. Anti. You know what I'm saying? Anti. Okay. And in the movie Mark of the Beast 666, Macaluso, who plays the Anti, he's telling the world that there will be this day of wonders and it's coming soon. And the day of wonders was them manufacturing and giving every human being on the planet a pair of VR goggles. And on a certain day at the stroke of midnight, they put it on and went into this. Before that, it would just be nothing, just blank. And once you got in there, it'd be blank, be you. And then all of a sudden, there's Macaluso, the Anti. And so, he would make you be seeing anything that he wanted you to see or what you wanted to see, in a sense. And he would tempt you with all kinds of ways to, he would give you this and that and this, but you just had to bow to him and might take his mark and whatnot. And what that allows him to do is literally take over the planet. If this was to be a real scenario, within like 12 to 24 hours, take over the planet with everybody that accepted the mark. So this would be a vehicle, you might say, the metaverse. For example, I'm sorry, I think it's a scumbag, Travis Scott, the guy that had the Devil concert in Houston. I did a huge show on it, put me into a black, deep, dark hole where it took me 3 weeks to get out of. Emotionally, it was bad. But he, what was I saying all this? Oh, I just went blank. Let's see. Oh man. Oh yes. So I think he had the very first concert in the metaverse, right? And so in this concert, you're in this like open area, right? No fences, and other people that are on their things, they're there too. And all of a sudden, here comes Travis Scott, he comes out doing his rap, but he's like 40 stories tall. It's just the shit like that. It just scares me. It just scares me. But I do understand and see the appeal. If I didn't know any better, if I didn't have eyes to see, I would probably be in the metaverse day and night, because I would have that addictive personality where I would just be in there all the time, probably buying property, purchasing or creating NFTs, doing nothing but Bitcoin. I mean, I would probably be one of those people if I didn't know the truths about what's truly going on. Well, I'd probably be a really rich guy right now. I mean, don't you think? I'm not going to be owned by anybody. I haven't watched TV for 10 years. Seriously, too busy with the research. Me too. Yeah. I mean, it's been 10 years for me since I haven't had cable. Everything's online these days, so I didn't need it, but I didn't want to watch on someone else's schedule when I could just watch when I want to watch. Lisa Ann says, so they want to eventually get to the point we upload our consciousness into the metaverse. Interesting, plausible, but what's the end point? If we all live forever in this metaverse, why would we need to upload ourselves into there? Well, people's vanity, people are they want something better, and in there you can be anybody you want or anything you want. Do whatever you want, really. I mean, it's the Wild West out there in the metaverse. Well, I mean, it really is, because I mean, for example, adults that go after not adults, they're in there, and sometimes you have to. I mean, I tell parents, if they're doing it, have that talk with them and explain to them, if anybody is saying anything kind of fishy, because they can change their voices in these metaverses, especially in the Oculus world. I remember I was playing paintball in the rec room on Oculus, and I was tired because I had been playing for a while, so it was a new game, and it was a bunch of little kids, right? But I had been sitting on my butt on the floor and kind of just shift it around and stuff, because you can just push to move forward. You don't have to like actually walk. And so I did that, and then when the little fuckers they ambushed me, and I got so pissed, I stood up, and they all freaked out because when for the setting for that game, I was that short, so they thought, I guess, like a kid's height. But and they're like, dude, freaked them out. So I mean, I was doing it because we were shooting each other, but there's dangerous adults out there. So if you're a parent, keep an eye on it. And here's another thing you can do. If you're really worried that you're not seeing what they're seeing, you can get a Chrome TV, or it's a little round device. It goes into the back of your TV, and then you plug it in, and it allows you to sync with the Oculus, so that whatever your child is watching, you can be sitting on the couch, but you can see what they're seeing on the screen. So there's a great way they can still enjoy it, and you can teach them the right way to be in that world. And we've got to, I mean, parents, we're losing so much of, just basic common sense and morality and so many things. So if your kid's like, I don't want to hear it, just tie them to the chair and let them know what's what. Christina says, how would that happen? Oh, that was probably a while ago. I don't know which one. Sorry, dear. ET agenda to blind us with an AI not healthy or appealing. We fall for that at our own peril. Yes. And that's where I think if people are willing to do that and like live in that world, how easy will it be for them to be subdued to the anti, to live there with them forever? I mean, think about this.
if you were to upload your consciousness, like some people are going to do here. Oh, by the way, just in case you think I'm just making this shit up, let me go back over here. Add this. This is the story I read last night. Live longer for 150 years in the metaverse, but only if you're willing to permanently leave your physical body and become a living app. I'll just read a little bit. It's pretty hefty. I don't want to read it all. But it's the sciencetimes.com, and just type in 150 years in the metaverse and you'll pull it up. But they have this initiative by 2045 to extend human lifespans. Okay. That it's the real deal. And I would say, check it out. I'm not going to sit here and read it, and I can't play the video because I'll get in trouble. Another thing I wanted to point out was companies like this. This company is making digital humans to serve the metaverse. All right. So what these will be, and if anybody, there's a show, and I haven't watched it yet. It's the ones where they trade skin or trade bodies. Crap. Anyway, by doing this, they're creating unique. These aren't copies of people. These are unique AI created people. Did you hear what I just said? AI created people. So they will be advertised as avatars, if not just people in the background. But eventually they'll say, hey, do you like this body? You want this? They do that, and you're in there. Once you're in there, I mean, when you're fully in there, you're in there. What's going to happen when the next big X12 solar flare? We had an X something recently, and Major Dame said that would be, the signs of what's to come, which would be called the kill shot, and that's gonna be solar flares. So if all these people, get in there and they actually do this stupid shit, and because they think, oh, I think she's pretty, I want to be her. Okay, fine, boom. But now your consciousness is in this AI. You may look good, you may be living the life, but if solar flare hits, all electronics done, all gone, done in a snap, gone. What are you gonna do? You think you're gonna see the tunnel of light then? And most likely in fine print to enter these things, I'm sure there's probably something, because there was a game a few years ago. I read the story last night. I don't have it right now, but where to purchase the game, you had to sign this thing, and inside of it said that the game company owns your soul. People sign it because they didn't read. I mean, that's how naive and the hubris that mankind has. And this is all my opinion, by the way, so we'll just leave it at that. Christina says hypnosis. Oh, I'm so lost. I'm sorry, Christina. I'm striking out with you. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to think hypnosis. Did I mention hypnosis? Damn, I'm sorry, dear. I'm sorry. I'm striking out. My bad. B is on board. Mr. B from Australia is here. I'll find it on YouTube, the episode, and send it to you. You don't have to watch it all, but it definitely is worth watching. Black Mirror. Oh, yeah. Yeah, anybody, if you can, watch it. There's so many references to things that have been going on and are coming up worth paying attention to. Well said, Lisa. That is so true. All right, Christine, let's try this again and see what you got. Now, we aren't living in the Matrix currently. No, we aren't living in the Matrix currently. Yeah, I mean, I would like to hope so. I would like to think that we're going to be that last generation before that happens. I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I just see things and I kind of assess putting things together. My wife and I go dancing at virtual raves, and it's people breakdancing with full body tracking. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Bobby would know. Bobby, I figured you'd know about VR. And that's where I'm really scared it's going. That it will be nothing but virtual this, virtual that, meta universe this, meta universe that. No more going anywhere, because they can create theme parks that are just insane, but feel so real, right? My grandmother, she's turning 99 this year. Last year, it was 98, so we tried to make a really badass year for. And I had my Oculus glasses or goggles. And I thought she would put them on and be like, oh, God, no, because it's so close to the eyes. She was in that thing for 15 minutes riding roller coasters through the North Pole and through the desert and through dinosaurs and volcanoes, having a blast. That's how, and that of course is animated, but they're having stuff like, for example, next thing I wanted to show. Okay, so this company, yes, let me get through this. This woman, she's animated, but they're going to be using them instead of real actors eventually. They won't need extras, and it'll get to a point where it'll just be such awesome CGI that like this, you can tell this is, not saying this is, but it's so real and it's scary. It's really, I mean, people aren't going to be, okay, so think about this. All right. I was actually thinking about doing something like this in a video, but it gets to a point to where the animation is so damn good, you can't tell that it's not real. And there is animation out there like that, by the way, already. But imagine it's so real, but they need to have a real person for the characters, right? So they do the whole thing CGI, but it looks so real with Unreal technology, which we'll talk about in a minute. That all they got to do is face swap celebrity faces on there, and the celebrities don't have to do jack shit anymore. Stuntmen don't have to do it. It's going to, I mean, look at all these jobs that we'll be losing. Granted, it'll create other new kinds of jobs, but most people are going to be, shit out of luck. So there's this company that's doing that, and it's way too long for me to read. It's it's on The Verge, and the title of it is "This company is making digital humans to serve the metaverse." Oh, this came out in October 27, 21. So, I mean, and then this isn't all new technology, by the way. I'm just kind of pointing this stuff out. Oh, by the way, if anybody's looking for a really badass job that's, away from the hustle and bustle, British charity hunts for a team to run Antarctica post office. I hope it's better than minimum wage. I mean, it's post office. Should have government pay with benefits, right? I wonder what the vacation package is. You get to go over to that side of the rock. I got a smaller cabin there. It's a conjugal cabin. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So if you guys wanted that. Anyway, so I meant to start the show off with that with a laugh, but I forgot. All right. So here we go. Some of you may have heard of Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine is a company and the software that literally makes things so lifelike. You have trouble discerning the two. And like the quality, I don't want to hit play because I don't want to get in trouble playing their stuff. But it's unrealengine.com if you want to check it out and watch these videos. But here's the thing is they've done, when they first came out with this technology, they were doing studies with people where they would show them like a whole bunch of faces. And they're like, all right, which ones are real and which ones are not? And they'd point out the ones that they knew were real, absolutely this, and that. Turns out they were all animated or created by the AI or the architect. So it's and this stuff is awesome. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's compelling, and it's just wow. Oh my God, I think it's cool as shit. But I'm not one that's kind of thinking, like that. And that looks like a woman in makeup, but it's not. I mean, look at the eyes. It's insane. Like, oh yeah, this guy, he's been in everything. Like every movie with CGI, Planet of the Apes, and everything. He's the master of motion capture acting. I would love to learn with him because he's done everything. I don't think, yeah. Anyway, So if you weren't aware of that technology, there it is. It's used in movies all the time now, and production teams are getting smaller. Of course, movies aren't making the money they used to because people aren't going to theaters as much as they used to. It's getting crazy. Anyway, I wanted to point all that out because it's all starting to interconnect with each other, including eventually, as we circle back to Elon Musk, his Neuralink, and then he also has his new Tesla bots that he's making, which he says will outdo Boston Dynamics robots. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let me get rid of this real quick. All right, let's get back to you guys for a second. Say hello. The Metaverse even has a dating site. I keep wondering who the heck would date someone through a Metaverse situation. Well, let me tell you, Terry, there is a show on Netflix called Face Dating or Faces or something, and couples meet each other, but all of them have had like special Hollywood makeup artists give them these huge creature heads and funny stuff and just weird. And the whole point was to get them to like each other for their personality, who they were, instead of how they looked. And then they took off all the makeup afterwards, and they're like, "Oh wow!" So, yeah, people do that. And then there's Furbies. People know about Furbies. I think that's what they're called. People that dress up in full like a beaver or a bear or a chicken or whatever, and they go to parties like that. And whatever floats your boat. I'm not dissing. I'm just saying that's what they do. And so why not in the metaverse? Anyway, Christina says, interesting subject, especially for writers, actors, and entertainment. Yes, who are all in on the sacred. That's why you see all this stuff in movies and films and series. They're getting us. Think about how fast we've moved in just the past 20 years. I mean, it's crazy how much we've excelled, and it's like it's getting more and more momentum because we have more people, we have the internet, and that's life. That's just the way it is. You're just getting bigger and bigger. I've never watched Black Mirror, Connie. I suggest it. Yeah, and there's a series, and then there's a movie, and the movie is really cool too. But yeah, Black Mirror. We're already immortal souls, Doc. Why seek immortality through AI enhancement? Oh, I'm not. I'm just saying people are. And I worry that people do it, we'll lose their soul. Who says the mark isn't a binary code for your file? Whatever you're uploaded as. It's crazy stuff. Exactly, Dave. God-given versus AI created is just scary. And it is. It is scary. Next one. I saw Miley's episode on Black Mirror, one of the best episodes. Yes, it was. Not the biggest fan, but I was a fan of that episode. It was really good. Yeah, scary stuff. Hey, Janice is here. Hello. Everybody's saying hello, hello, hello. Such a friendly group of people here. Paradigm Shift Northern California is in the or on board. We're all, Jeff says, we're all creators of our reality. We have forgotten how powerful we truly are. The dark ones know this and try to trick us. We are remembering who we are, and the dark ones are scared. Yes. The big reveal. I guess you could always choose reality. Yes. Well, in my beliefs and in my paradigm, I've learned not to. Life isn't about instant gratification, which it is for most people. Everybody wants it now. Everybody wants it. No one even likes to wait in fast food anymore. It's crazy. But my reality is, when I go, eternal life in heaven, fingers crossed, and float amongst the cosmos, not be under the thumb of some tech lords. So there we go with that. Lisa Ann says, for those that haven't seen Black Mirror, it is really dark. If you are not ready to be brought to the light on many sensitive subjects, from grooming to politics to Hollywood, soul-sucking thieves, and AI controlling our world, it's not for you to watch. Wow, that was a well said mouthful there, Lisa. That and spot on. Absolutely correct. Okay, cool. They certainly only have so much power, especially over souls. As Terrence McKenna said, we don't know enough to worry. Oh, we don't know jack diddly squat. We just got a little lick of the truth iceberg, because there's so much more. Please don't even go down a deep, dark black hole like that again. That was no fun. Just saying. Oh, well, no, I'm sorry, dear. Yeah, it was all Travis Scott's fault. So maybe I should sue him for mental anguish. I should. It's an addiction. A lot of things are addiction. Yes, especially VR and Metaverse. Connie says, we haven't seen anything yet. Nope. I mean, we've seen some, but nothing like what's to come. And yet we still all try to move forward instead of going into a bunker. I want to see the show. I want to pull out my popcorn while everybody's freaking out. I'm like, I don't know what this really is. Doc, we should party at the Metaverse or chat next week. Hit me at Meta Strip Club. Oh man, that's I haven't been on in a couple months because I just had so much other crap on my plate. But Bobby, I'll do some paintball with you. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff, but paintball is my go-to. I love paintball because you get to shoot people. It's the closest I got to Call of Duty in the VR world. I mean, there's some other stuff, but they're so complicated. You're always having to build stuff. So would you ever sleep or even have homes in the metaverse? No. I just finally got a real home in the real world. Took me almost 50 years, but yeah, I'm. I guess no, I know. See, it's tempting stuff, but I don't think so. I'm gonna go with a no on that one. Let's see. Hey Terry. Oh, everybody's saying hello to everybody. Roll call. There we go. Anna's here. It says, watch Upload, created by Greg Daniels. A man is able to choose his own afterlife after his untimely death by having his consciousness uploaded to a virtual world. As he gets used to his new life and befriends his angel, real world handler, question about his death arises. Well, check this out, Anna. I actually have a theory. I've had it for years, since I was a kid. And that theory is that, well, I had it. Well, it's not a symptom. I guess when I was a kid, probably college, sometime after college, maybe. I learned about the electromagnetosphere that surrounds our planet and how it stores information, video, audio, whole nine yards, right? And the scientists discovered that it could hold, like a hard drive, the full consciousness of the brain capacity of every living creature that has, does, or will live on this planet. It's a big hard drive. And then I thought, well, okay, when someone dies or has a near-death experience or dies and comes back, they always talk about how their life flashed before their eyes. And then they go through a tunnel. And then they're in heaven or wherever. So I was sitting there thinking, well, okay, if our brain is like a biological computer, then when we die, there's some like safety protocol that triggers our entire memory bank, basically, to zip file, compress into a zip file. Okay, like a zip file. And that happening so fast is your entire life going right before your whole eyes. And then when that's done, that zip file is uploaded through the cosmic internet, whatever. And that's the tunnel we see. And then boom, you're there. Just a theory I've had all my life. But there you go. That's what I have to say about that, Anna. Good comment. I like that. Christina, where are you? Wait, show. There she is. Super easy. Terry says, hello, Audrey. If you could upload your consciousness to the metaverse, could I download back into a new body? And that's where I'm scared, because they could put it, yes, they could put it into robots. I mean, and they are building them like crazy, humanoid looking robots overseas. There's a TikTok page, and I'll have to find it again, where they just have young teenage and college, or more college kids that are studying robotics, sit there on their TikTok for hours at a time. And people just ask them questions, and they've got a robot that talks. I mean, it looks like a human. I mean, it's a robot. It's animatronic, but they're going to get so much better. So with that, and then they said they're working on creating a digital brain. So if you have a clean, washed brain, I can see them taking your consciousness and transferring it. I believe they are already doing it. It was, I think the term was soul scalping, where rich and famous can do it. And Ryan Reynolds actually did a movie about it with Ben Kingsley. And I forgot the name of it, where Kingsley gets old and he knows he's going to die. So he uploads his consciousness into this young boy who was killed, who's Ryan Reynolds. And he lives this new life, with riches, and because it's all already his money anyway. But anyway, I wouldn't doubt if that already exists. I wouldn't doubt it. It wouldn't shock me. Let's see. Lisa Ann says, "Oh no, I don't know if you're lagging or if I am." Well, I haven't had enough Dr. Pepper to lag yet, so okay. All right. Okay, let's do this. Let's complete the show. Let's see. Yeah, you can't tell me what's real anymore. I know, right? It's just crazy, everything that's going on in the world. So what are they going to do with all the bodies that get downloaded? Soylent Green. That's what I'll say about that. Oh my God, there's so many. Dave Dennis says, hello. What is this here? Oh, a new person. Faraday bags, pouches, and cages aren't cheap. Yes, but if you can get access or get your hands on some, I strongly advise it. And this is what I would say. Thank you very much, Mathis. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Please forgive me. But thank you very much for joining the show tonight. Faraday bags, you can purchase them online. Now, you don't want to use them for items that you use every single day. You want to use them for emergency items, like a backup cell phone, backup tablet, backup hard drives, things to that nature that you don't want to be zapped. You want to have them in Faraday bags or in Faraday cages, and you can make them. I've made one. You get it's like a short trash can. They call them fire pails. It's metal, like a regular metal, aluminum trash can or metal trash can. And what you want to do is you want to get foam or cardboard. I used foam. I got a yoga mat, and I slice it up, and you put it on the bottom and all around the sides, up on the inside of the lid, and so it's nice and tight. And then you have another piece of foam that you put on top of whatever you put in there. Let's say walkie-talkies, radio, crank radio, it would be best. Then just anything electronic that you would need in an emergency situation, because when that happens, you're not going to have to worry about your pictures or anything like that at the moment, unless you have them on a hard drive saved in a Faraday container, a bag, or a cage. So that's my suggestion to you. That's probably under, if you already have a yoga mat, maybe under $50, but it would protect the essential electronics that you would need after a major, shit at the fan scenario. So, Mathis, thank you for bringing that up. That's a good point, because the world, we don't know. Oh, well, we kind of do. Maybe. I'm not going to say for sure that this will happen, but if you go and join the Far Side Institute, you get their app, you download on your phone, and you become a subscriber, you'll have access to some amazing videos. Now, they do have ones that are public on YouTube that you can watch, but if you want the really nitty gritty stuff, you go and subscribe for them. But they do the news before the news happens the month before, and they have an amazing track record. Well, this month that we're in right now, they kept seeing certain kind of clouds, Oh shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say the words, but So if that happens, I'm telling you, people, watch the Far Side Institute shows on either YouTube or become a subscriber and see, it'll blow your mind. And you may want to even think about considering learning how to do remote viewing. It's an excellent skill set to have. It really is. All right. So I lost where I was. Everybody's saying, oh, we were at Mathis. That's where it was. Connie says, oh my God, that's crazy. Christina says, no. Renee says, Audrey. I wonder if it sounds like I'm reading this really fast. LOL. It's like kind of like a comic book strip. Hey, Mathis. 1978, San Fran, when I was 12 years old, saw a metallic extraterrestrial alien UFO glinting in the sunlight, flying in the skies, and later that night, a shooting star. Mind-boggling. Oh, yeah. One thing about I've missed, and I can't wait. It's going to get till it gets warmer. Is going outside and just enjoying the night sky, and using my sonics and stuff. It's really cool. Everybody's saying hello. Bobby says it's already there, bro. 5 years, not 20. Okay. What did I say? 20 years? About I completely forgot. I will say this: 2026. I'm going to predict is going to be crazy year. Crazy year. Let's leave it at that. That's wild, Renee. Oh, yes. Let's see. Gigi is a rock star. I love that lady. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my Gigi's awesome. Well, man, I'm way behind. Bro, that is such a good story about your grandma. Wow. I know it. She's awesome. It's proven that brain reshapes to accommodate visual stimulations, creating addiction. I believe it. Never thought of. Hey, Wilma. Never thought of that. Which I'm okay. I can't remember where we were in the conversation. Yes, they are. So just put these all together like it's a conversation going on. Can't tell if they're real people. Very cool, Renee. It's great watching the show on a 75. Oh, you're watching us on a 75-inch? Spoiled. That would be kind of cool, Bobby. We don't have any place like that anywhere near where I live. Okay. Wonder if there's anything I'm not supposed to be reading this. With all the new jobs in the metaverse, you won't have to go to college and squire student debt. Download programs like Neo and Trinity, and Kung Fu. Audrey hit it on the head. It's so true. And that's going to be the huge appealing aspect to it. Do you want to be a track star? Do you want to be a champion chess player? Do you want to know your Kung Fu? Come into the metaverse mall and sign up, whatever, and boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we're not far from that being towards like bad. I wonder how one would go postal in the Arctic. Well, if the thing gets you or somebody yeah, that could be bad. A little part of me, I tried to get a job with Raytheon, working in a bar doing like morale boosting, and I ended up doing it. But there's always been a part of me that would like to go. But I feel like I'd be there, and I'd be there for 3 months, and I'd come back, and the world, would be on fire. Acquire, yes. We are shown ET agenda for a good reason. If we still fall into the traps set for us, we are deemed to be chosen of our own free will. So we must be careful what we choose. That is the truth. That is so truth. And unfortunately that's our flaw, as we're given free will. I mean, it's God's choice and all that, but we can make stupid choices. Nothing can take your soul, not even selling it to Satan. The soul is not negotiable and belongs to God's force and your higher self. That's Chuck Nichols. I believe that too. But Chuck, if you go back into the Christian movies, it was The Mark of the Beast, 666. It's got some great actors in it, and this guy named Macaluso. They use the virtual reality world to where Satan meets with you one-on-one in a big white room, and he gives you whatever you want if you bow and take his mark. And if not, then you were put on a cross-shaped flat bench type thing with a not bayonet, not a noose, the guillotine. And in the movie, the guillotine at the very top, it's got a triangle and it's got the eye like on the top of the dollar bill. And so that's why I think this will be used by him to gain people's loyalty. I'm not doing it, but I'm just saying I fear that's what this will be abused with. Yep, those are Furbies. Oh God, we are way back to what I was talking. I remember what that was. Metafish and dating. I must be getting old. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind. Doc Skinner, Unreal Engine and Blender are Unity are all free. We need to be teaching ourselves 3D animation and design so we can have ownership of our own assets within the landscape. It takes over. Let's take over 2025, 2030. Fire and screw the BS. This is easy takeover because people are tripping. Oh, dude. Yeah. Us older folks, you younger folks that can, pop this stuff out like nothing. Yeah. And I can understand all the appeal. Like I said, I have actually two Oculuses. I haven't figured out how to connect them. So somebody come over and play. So Bobby, you got to come over and play, man. You got to show me how to do it. You youngins, you know all the bells and whistles and check marks to put to do things. So yeah, so know that, Bobby. So there's another excuse to come hang out. Mr. B says movie theaters have gone down the tubes. It's all Netflix, Disney, pay by month. Yep. But when we had our film festival up here, we are going to be going over, folks, because I think we might be going over a few minutes, so I apologize. Where was I? Hi, Dr. Bate. Do rats make good pets? No, those weren't rats. I had mice when I was in junior high. And I know it was junior high because they got loose and I got in trouble for it. I got them back, but it scared the heck out of some people. So I don't know. The mice were cute. They smelled, but they were cute. Lisa Ann, you're still here? Oh yeah, she's here. I had pet rats. They were nice. Yeah, I know people that have them, and they're just awesome because they can train them. I've always been a dog guy. That's just my thing. Travis Scott. I know, right? Totally. It was just fucking nuts. That it put me in a dark place. It really did, because the research I did on that, and it went so far back. I mean, to ancient shit, the symbolism, and I mean, it just probably would eat a Xanny or something before I think about that shit again. Oh wait, Connie's my daughter's name. Oh, it's a small world. You look like you're in a Star Trek spaceship. I am on the starship Pariah. My ship. I watched a video this morning where Elon Musk openly stated he's an alien. Maybe a joke, but I believe he is. Hopefully a good one. Wouldn't it be cool if he was like K-Pax? before Kevin Spacey became a schmuck. And that's it. That's what I mean. Like I wanted to do that whole master's class and like actually go and train with him, and then found out all that stuff, and I was just like, God damn it, disappointing. Where are we? We're almost done. Audrey says, I enjoyed the series Upload on Netflix. Oh, Upload. Yes. Was that the one like they go to heaven or something? Or was that's The Good Place? But Upload. I only saw the first season of Upload. I did see it. Everybody's saying hello. Me too. Audrey, it's funny. Yeah, interesting. They already know everything about us now. Oh yeah. I don't really hide anything. They know everything. Oh my God, there's so many more. You guys are so talkative. Okay, hold on. Black Eagle says, I died after childbirth. You're fully conscious. During death? I mean, you didn't black out? Oh God. Yeah, I also heard that when you die, unless it's a brain injury, even though you stop breathing anything, your brain is still on for like 8 minutes. Jesus. When we die, our soul is going to heaven or hell. That's what I believe. Everybody, I believe everybody's allowed to. I just don't say you have to believe what I believe. I never do that. I just tell you you're wrong. Think it was wrong, Christina. Oh, let's see. Where was I? Oh, Selfless with Ryan Reynolds. Yes, Phoebe. Thank you. That with Ben Kingsley. It's required reading for tonight's homework, kids. So just so you know. It was me lagging. It was my Facebook, so I switched. It wasn't my fault. Aha! I feel better. Skinning up some green now. Ooh, that sounds good. Microwave even works as good as a Faraday cage. Yes, good call, Audrey. I got some smart people here. Yes, you can use a microwave if, for any reason, which probably most likely will not happen, if the government was to be nice and were to say, hey, huge X-20 flare just exploded off the sun. It's heading directly towards us. We're going to be hit. Yes, grab your cell phones, everything. But here's the thing. Cell phones, I wouldn't really worry about it because the towers will be down. Satellites, they're going to be falling from the sky. So unless you really want to save some family photos, that's a way to do it. But or if you have an old microwave in the garage or something, that can be a Faraday cage. Just use that and put some stuff in there, and it will be forever. Should be okay because it should be shielded. By the way, for those that don't know, those 3 beeps you hear when your timer goes up on your microwave, and you think, oh, that means hurry up and open the door. Those 3 beeps are to give you time not to open the door so that the radiation level or whatever in there, goes down to where it doesn't hurt you. So stop opening before the 3rd beep. It's for your safety. There, your doctor prescribed that. But yes, that good job, Christina. I don't believe there is a way to control the soul like that and create digital stuff with souls, but I could imagine creating things people believe to be soul-like, but it's the carbon copy of reality. Oh, yeah, I can agree to that too. But none of us absolutely know vindictively. It's not even a word. I don't even know. Never mind. Microwave oven works great for warming up slippers. Christina British and Proud says. Dave Dennis says, Farsight Institute are finding massive ET interference in Russia invasion of Ukraine. Doesn't surprise me, but not sure of their findings re-agenda yet. Yes, I haven't seen that report, but they do stuff. You guys need to see the Human News, Farsight. Go Farsight Institute on YouTube, and then look up this month's episode. Ukraine is frankly scary. There's so much more that meets the eye. Oh, yes. Alien Bump is in. at the end of the show. Hello. Maybe we'll catch you early next week. I like your doohickey alien icon. It's pretty cool. I dig it. Doc Lovins. I like that. Hello, my Doc Lovins. That's cool. How long did you miss? The whole hour. I'm actually going over right now just so I can make sure I can say goodbye to everybody. Dave Dennis says the alien arc is the most amazing thing I've heard about the Ukraine so far, Terry. Oh, yeah. Supposedly that's supposed to be in the Ukraine. All right. Blender will suck the life out of you, but it's cool. Yeah, Blender's animation. I've just haven't been in a place in my life where I could sit and focus on that. I've got so many other things, but I do want to start learning it. I want to learn After Effects. I want to learn Illustrator. I want to bring my cartoon show to life. Yes, I do have a show that I want to work on, and but I just got to get some other things out of the fire first. So no bullshit. My mom just saw a shadow man in my house this early morning around 2 a.m. Eastern with a hat, no less. I swear. Shadow Men in Black. I'm going to be surprised, which I'm going to end the night late in a minute with that for the people who haven't seen that. Good snake food. Mm-hmm. Your rats make good pets. I believe you, alien. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. I got to stop. You're all just hello. David Deadwaller's here. Hello, David. How are you? What's up? I just want to make sure I got everybody. I don't think Doc is pregnant, but if he was, that would be one super cute, freaky, smart kiddo. That would be weird. Oh, no worries, bro. It's all good. That's what the beauty that you can go back and listen again. All right. So there we go. I think I got everybody, but a lot of it's you guys talking to each other, so I'll stay out of that. But for those that are here that haven't heard of the movie, who saw the Men in Black, I'm gonna play that trailer because I'm in it. I'm in the movie. And also for those that haven't seen Above Top Secret, that's out. You can get on Amazon and iTunes and everywhere. So check that out. I still have to watch that. So here we go. This is the movie. It's been out for a couple months now, but please go on Amazon and rent it or watch it. Please. Here you go. Remember, folks, as long as we all lift each other up, we will all rise together. I love you all. Thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight. I'm Captain Doc Skinner on board the Starship Pariah, and you've been watching The Doc Force. And now, on to the show.
Well, Men in Black is a concept that's been in the UFO field since really the beginning of the UFO field, essentially.
What is the true mission of the Men in Black? Is it the suppression of information regarding UFOs and extraterrestrials?
Albert K. Bender founded the International Flying Saucer Bureau in 1952 during the big UFO flap. Now, these figures were very dark in nature. They were wearing hats, almost like a fedora style, and they had glowing eyes.
Yeah, it all seems pretty horrible, especially if they threaten you or threaten your family, and you're not sure if they're from another planet or not.
What Jacobs said in the aftermath of that was that he was subject to a range of harassment type of activities. Some of these things would include threatening phone calls at all times of the day, and even to vandalism against his property damage.
There is no more exciting story that I could write or Aviation Week could publish than to say, at last, we've come across one UFO report that cannot be explained in prosaic terms. Maybe this is an alien spaceship. Biggest story of all time.
Of these objects, and that's why the response could be as fast as it was to Westall. That's why the military could get there as quickly as they did that day, because there was some, if you like, forewarning in the suburb of Baldwin, about 20 kilometres from Westall, just 4 days before the Westall incident.
Take Richard Doty, former special agent of the Air Force who was tasked with infiltrating the UFO community to instill doubt and misinformation of UFO encounters.
Men in Black have always been present in the UFO community since back in the 50s and 60s.
This story follows an age-old pattern of a prominent Men in Black cover-up. A UFO incident occurs. Experiencers witness something that shouldn't exist in our conventionally understood reality.